Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my newest Shaddoll list I've been working on. It is an Azamina Cartesia build, I call it. It's not playing the heavier White Forest cards. I didn't want to play too heavy combo. I think it's doing a lot better just playing mid-range. This deck, you can play a lot easier around Droll. You don't really care about the Biru. So I just wanted to try this out and then share my list, for others to see online, just in case anyone's not in the server. So my Shaddoll cards, I got the 2 Squamata and 2 Hedgehog. These are normal. And then I just play one of the other good ones. Wendy, I only play one because she's a psychic, and we do play Branded in High Spirits. So her effect, her typing is a little weird with that. Beast for the draw. Dragon for the spell and trap removal. I do play Genius just to be able to have that answer for going second in the main deck, as well as you can fuse it away and still, use a card to be able to negate it. I didn't want to keep it on the side and then, go second and not be able to have that card when I need it. Other Shaddoll cards, we got Triple Shaddoll Fusion, 1 L Shaddoll Fusion. I almost cut this, but this card is searchable, and it's just very nice to have when you want to go lethal and just have a quick play fusion spell. And then we just play the 2 traps, Schism and Rest. I will always play this. This card is just really nice. Flipping Shaddoll monsters, triggering their effects is broken. You can do it on your opponent's turn to become a semi-disruption. You can add spell and traps, or you can revive a fusion and be able to get their effects going on their turn. It's very strong. I don't know why people wouldn't play it. Well, I do, because it is a brick sometimes. There are builds where you'd go without it, but in a more pure Shaddoll build, I would just definitely run it. Alright, then simply Triple Cartesia and 3 ways to search her. This is all you need. Fusion Deployment, Fusion Walk is alright. High Spirits is insane. This gives you a nice grind game as well. Alright, then Azamina Engine. You play 2, 3, and then 1 with Hallowed, and then you play 1 of the fusion spell so that you're able to actually get access to fusion summoning consistently, because you have 3, 5, 6 starters of this engine essentially. And this engine just kind of also allows you to be a bit more forgiving if you semi-brick, because Shaddolls are bricky sometimes if you draw multiple in your hand. So just being able to just pitch them for this engine is pretty nice as well. Also, Dark Spellcaster for High Spirits is sweet. Alright, now the rest is just non-engine. I have Fuwas. I play only 2 because I do play High Spirits, and we happen to have a fusion target that is Rinbrum here, because it's 2500. However, I didn't want to just play 3 because it's a wind, so it's awkward with our fusion monsters. As you'll see, the rest of my hand traps all have synergy with some of my cards, like Veiler, being a light for Construct, Spellcaster for High Spirits. Nibiru, light monster for Construct or Grand Guignol. Droll for High Spirits, as well as we can normal summon this, link it into Artemis, and be able to make a light monster and fusion into Construct that way as well. And then I play 1 Talents, and this is it for my non-engine, which is pretty a decent lineup in my opinion for a Shaddoll deck. And then the last card I play is the Statue, because I do play the Bunny. The Bunny is a lot better than SP in this deck specifically, because of the fact that it's a light monster and an illusion monster that works with the Azamina engine. So you're able to do a line like Chainlink 1 Hallowed Azamina, Chainlink 2 Sinful Spoiler White Forest to fusion summon, and you can do that because you have the Bunny on the field. And this card's not even a brick, because it's a pretty solid interruption on its own as well. Alright, extra deck, Construct, 2 Winda, and 2 App Cologne. I would like to play a second one, but I do side 1 for the more grindier matchups, because this is essentially El Shaddoll Construct 2 and a vacuum, but also can just do so much more. Sending App Clone, searching any card is just very clean for our deck, and discarding. It's just also floating into Lulu with Lilith is just increasing our board. This card's really nice. It also flows a high spirit, so you don't have to play like some weird brick. You could just play this card naturally, pitch 1 for high spirit, summon 1. Our other fusion, like I said, Rinbrom for high spirits. The 2 Azamina fusions. 1 negate, the one that searches. You do have to play this for the fusion spell. This card's also really nice for the attack reduction. To be able to lower Winda's, like, your opponent's stats to buff Winda, essentially, so she doesn't die by battle. And then Guardian Chimera for our last fusion. I was debating, this extra deck's very tight. There's a lot of cards I was debating, like Chaos Angel, another Construct, SP, and I did play Guardian Chimera just because Sinful Spoil White Fusion is just super good just to have as an access, and like just to have the most generic fusion spell you can, or the fusion monster is very sweet. So, alright, and then we got 4 more cards. Like I said, Lulu with Lilith. Broken, you can hard summon this as well as just, this is free though, off of Grand Neil, and this is a negate. Again, buffing your monsters by 500 is very good. Buffing your Winda is super nice. I love that. I will always do away if I can protect Winda, make her stronger, because she can't be destroyed by battle. Not battle, by card effects. So that's what you want to do, is make sure she can't be destroyed by battle. And buffing the attack is pretty nice. And then also, the float effects for the Cartesia means it just keeps the grind game going. 3 link monsters. Artemis, like I said, for Droll, to be able to make that a light monster, because you just need to play Droll, but it's kind of awkward with wind monsters, and our Shaddoll wind monster is not good, of course. Well, I've considered it. It's not that great, though. So. Gravity Controller. This just lets you get your Shaddoll monsters that are in the extra monster zone to the graveyard to be able to trigger their effects and add them. Add spells and traps back, or if you have clone, add any card from your deck. And then last but not least, the bunny. The bunny, like I said, everything before. Insane card.